clear the room, hydrate thoroughly, stretch your courage muscle, and get ready, because you know what time it is. Attribute training. That was kind of lame. I need more punch, Dylan. Attribute training. Yeah, that was awesome.
Today, we're going to be going over the most Kenpo-ey Kenpo to ever Kenpo moves. 4 swords, 7 swords, 11 swords, and 15 swords. COVID. I love swords!
Whoa, take it easy, Rambo.
Yeah?
We're doing Kenpo, like open hand,
What?
no weapons. I like your spunk though, kid.
Contrary to popular belief, I am a professional in this craft. We're gonna start with 4 swords, also known as Kenpo for dummies.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
In all of these moves, Sir Robert here is throwing a hook punch at my face! My face!
My face!
My face! Yeah, bro, chill. Let me do the talking. It's my show. He's throwing a punch with his right side, so I'm gonna step forward with my right side by hammer fisting him in the bicep, giving him a dead arm. That's gonna feel great. My cover hand is simply up here. My front hand is gonna turn open like a chop as I chop, breaking the clavicle or at least doing some damage. That hand rips through as I palm strike to the nose. My hips rotate backwards as I do an uppercut to the body, and then I disengage out of there, leaving him to collect his thoughts. On this move, my rip through into the palm strike is very important. It's 2 strikes with the hands, but 1 rotation of the hips. So rather than doing isolated strikes, I'm gonna do 1 rotation to get maximum efficiency.
Step forward with your right hand, making a closed fist. Destroy the bicep with a hammer fist. Keep your left hand open. Your right hand opens up to a chop to the clavicle as you rotate your hips in the same motion to do a palm strike to the nose. Unwind your hips back to where they came from into a horse as you uppercut to the body with your right hand.
7 swords is very practical if you have a chair available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. Sadly, Bob, that's not the move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
I'm gonna add 3 fun moves to the ending of 4 swords. Block, chop, palm, uppercut. Now at this point, he's bent over, keeled over because I hit him in the stomach. I'm gonna step behind with my left foot as I lift his chin into position with my left hand. My right hand just simply comes above my head, preparing for what comes next. I'm gonna pivot my hips and unwind as I chop to the back of the neck, and I chop to the front of the throat with my other hand, disengage from there. This Statue of Liberty looking pose, though strange, actually has a very important role. It sets my hips up correctly for the ending. I'm gonna wind down, now I'm in a horse stance. From here, this is the strange part. I'm gonna actually use both hands to chop, and it kind of looks like I'm hitting myself. But by doing this, I'm engaging the opposite shoulder. Without it, I just kind of flopperdoodle over towards their neck. That's not fun! I engage both shoulders to get maximum smash time.
Finish 4 swords all the way and the bad guy should be buckled over, if you punch them correctly. From there, your back hand lifts the chin upwards as your back foot steps behind your front foot. Your front hand simply preps above the head, getting ready for the downward chop. Speaking of which, downward chop to the back of the neck. As they fall forward, cut them off by doing another forward chop to the throat.
11 swords is even cooler, and I'm gonna add on more cool fun stuff. I'm adding on to my 7 swords, so I end up with the chop. But he hasn't quite got the message yet, apparently. So I'm gonna grab his left shoulder with my right hand. Simultaneously, I'm gonna shove my right leg through his legs.
I have no legs, buddy.
I know, work with me, buddy. I'm gonna throw him down using that leverage from the table.
No.
From here, he's on his face. My right foot that just went between his legs is going to stomp the base of the spine. As I step over the body, drop a punch to the base of the skull,
That'll learn ya.
Consider me learned.
To give you a visual on this takedown, I need to find something with legs. Nope, hold on. No, not that. Oh God, what is that? Oh! Oh yeah! Observe their legs. Grabbing onto his shoulder. The same side that's grabbing onto his shoulder steps in front of that leg. Now, as you can see, it's impossible for them to walk forward. I use my hip rotation to get that pad on the ground, and it falls over. A little bit more efficient when it's a person. Oh, it's filled with hard sand. After your 7th strike is complete, your front hand grabs the closest shoulder to you, as that same foot goes between their legs. Pivot over your back shoulder into a hard bow and punch them downward towards the ground, making them land on their face. From there, the foot you use to take them down does a stomp with your heel to the base of the spine, where the butt and the spine intertwine. I step over the body and use my backhand to do a punch to the back of the skull, where the brain and the spine intertwine, combine. Sublime. It's so sublime. Oh yeah! For 15 swords, I'm gonna do the first 9 of 11 swords. So I grab for number 8, I throw him down for number 9. Now here's where it gets fun. I'm gonna jump onto his back, striking his kidneys with my heels and palming him in the back of the skull. Wham! From here I lift up on his chin, snap the neck, drop the jaw, knee him in the back, step over the corpse, kick him in the head, just in case he wasn't done yet. I position the palms of my hands together, making some sort of butterfly thing. Butterfly of death. Place a pillow on the ground and try this one out. Heels clip the side, butterfly hits the top. Butter dies. Butter say goodbye. Doom butter with wings. I hit the kidneys and the head at the same time. From here, I pinch my knees together. This creates kind of a wall behind him. I grab under the chin and pull his head up. From here, my right hand stays underneath the chin as I kind of get some pressure behind the neck. That's how I snap the neck, by creating an oxymoron and pulling the chin to my right and pushing the head down. From there, I chop the throat on the way down. My left knee pushes basically down on the scapula to make sure that he can't go anywhere. From there, I step over, my right foot kicks him in the head. Do the first 9 of 11 swords all the way up to the takedown. From there, positioning the heels of your palm together, I jump onto their back, smashing their kidneys with my heels. At the same time, I'm gonna palm strike them in the back of the neck so their nose is busted on the floor. Now that they look more like a smoothie, it's time to finish them off. I wrap my fingers around the chin, pull the back of their head up towards my stomach as I pinch my knees together. Ouch. Keep your right hand positioned on the chin as your left hand goes behind the head. Pull the right hand to the right, push forward with the left hand, snapping the neck. The brain may not register this quite yet, so I put them where they ought to go by chopping them in the neck with my right hand, dropping my left knee to their scapula, jumping over the corpse, and boot them to the head. If they weren't out before, they're out now. Oh yeah! And as always, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Attribute Training. Never tried to draw 4 swords before. What?
Seemed pretty ineffective.
Yo, what's happening, Dojo streamers? If you like today's video, don't be shy about it. Hit the like button, leave us a comment what kind of styles of martial arts you want to train with next. But if you really want to help us out, like really, then punch that subscribe button. That would make sure to... Oh yeah!